I am the terror who faps in the night.
I am the man who shits on McMahons. I am the D in RVD 420.
I am Darkwing Nitro.
And I'm Tyler Wolf.
And this is Call It Like It Is. I am terribly ashamed because I just realized this is a bitch fleck mask.
Yes.
It's not so bad, because I guess Ben Affleck is not Batman anymore. So there is a victory.
There is a God.
Fuck you, Ben Affleck.
I guess Justice League isn't going as good as they thought.
I really never expected them to do a good job with a live-action Justice League, personally.
No, they fucked up the Avengers. I mean...
The Avengers, I find it's the subtleties I enjoy.
Yes,
Like,
the subtleties, but...
I went into Captain America having not read the comics, like, as often as I used to.
Yeah.
Over the last few years leading up to that. So, I mean, there was a part of me that would have been more pissed off had I been more into the comics, as I had been. But I really, as a whole, enjoyed the Captain America movie.
Oh, Captain America, yes, but...
I'm really upset they have...
Civil War
should
have never fucking happened until the end.
Well, here's the thing. I had a love-hate relationship with Civil War. I loved it because, I loved the comic.
Yeah.
But
the comic was, like, at the end of the Avengers.
I know, but I had many problems with it. I thought it was bullshit whenever it came out, like, that, Bucky killed Tony's parents. Which, if you read the comics, you know that Tony Stark, that's actually not his real parents. Tony Stark is actually adopted, which a lot of people do not know. The Starks are not his blood family. They adopted him. He's just naturally a fucking genius.
You just butthurt people around the world.
Oh, I pull out my dick and you fuck on it. But, yeah. So, I mean, that I did.
Well, I guess in going with the dumbass themes and shit that we're talking about, I guess you could say they're not butthurt, but they're awakened!
They're woken!
That gay-ass shit that's going on.
My biggest problem, just before we do move on to actually wrestling, like what the show is about, my biggest complaint with Civil War was the ending after Cap kicked Tony's ass. When Tony's laying there because he can't lift that much steel.
Right.
Says, that shield doesn't belong to you, that's my father's. He actually left the shield. I'm like, I don't care what happened in the comics, really, because at that point, like, it's
that is Captain America.
Steve should have turned around and looked at him and been like, your dad gave this to me.
He should have looked at him and said, I'm your daddy now, bitch.
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
No, Bucky should have done that.
No, Bucky should have. Yeah.
Who's your daddy?
Who's
bitch?
your daddy?
Okay, moving on to what we're actually here for.
Do we want to start with Monday night, or do we want to start with the pay-per-view?
We can talk about Monday night a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
There's not much to talk about, but...
Paige and Mandy Rose? Mandy Rose. And the other one who doesn't talk much.
A bunch of girls got together and beat the shit out of the other bunch of girls that...
And then the whole locker room had to come down to beat those three girls up.
Yeah, so basically there was a chick fight. Moving on.
Bray Wyatt's creepy. And I'm pretty sure he was laughing at the whole promo skit.
See, I'm like an equal amount of pissed off and
Matt Hardy's Awakened character is just a slap in the face, Dusty Rhodes style of broken Matt Hardy. Vince, you fucked Dusty, putting him in those stupid ass fucking yellow polka dotted trunks, and having that Sheba bitch with him.
Dusty like worked it though.
He did.
But-
How can you work? Oh,
Yeah, I mean Matt was really out there in the TNA Broken Matt, but
he wasn't fucking sounding like a laughing goat every 2.5.
what's up with that? I mean, I don't know if it's just, Vince doesn't want...
Hey,
What?
look at me.
Yeah, what's with that Goldust ripoff? Minus the... It's a Goldust ripoff minus
We went from...
Yeah.
to...
Yeah, so he took away the first part and all the audio.
Yeah.
They, if Vince wants to hire...
Vince, you're going to kill me because of cancer, because I have to smoke because you're a piece of shit.
I would honestly be willing to go and fill James Ellsworth's shoes in the WWE right now.
Oh,
Only if I got to play
let's
a
not
character.
forget they let him go.
Yeah. Yeah. There is something very good that happened in WWE recently. James Ellsworth is gone.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, I would go fill his shoes as I don't even care. I'd go as a jobber, but I get to pick my character, and my character's name would be the Recycler. And
You would just recycle everybody else's moves and all their gimmicks.
I would take what Dolph Ziggler was doing there for a minute and just take it to a whole different level.
And just come out to their entrance, and whoever you were portraying would be who you fought as in the match.
My entire moveset would be nothing but finishers, and it would be all famous finishers. The Recycler.
No. See, this is what you do. The Recycler. You come out as all retired wrestlers. Okay? Don't use anybody new or current. Use all retired wrestlers, and whoever you come out as for your entrance is you use their moveset in that match. Then the next match that you have is a different retired wrestler. You use their moveset for the next match.
And then I would...
Nobody would ever be able to compete with you.
All my promos would just be ripped off from other different promos, and my rebuttals wouldn't make any sense. They wouldn't make any sense at all. Just like, Recycler, what do you think about, fighting whoever next week? What? I said, how do you feel about wrestling whoever next week? It doesn't matter what your name is. You didn't ask me what my name was. You are an imitator. I am an innovator.
The best there was, the best there ever will be.
I don't know, just something random and stupid. It wouldn't be to insult the intelligence of the fans, it'd be to insult the intelligence of Vince.
Yeah.
Because he would go for it. That's something he would have gone for back in the day. If they honestly would think the Shockmaster was a great idea, they would have.
Well, that was WCW.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the wrestling world. Oh, okay, I got one better for you. Okay, you got me on that. That was WCW. I'll follow this. WWE tried to give us Gilbert.
Who was it that did the rip-off Stone Cold?
Mad TV.
Mad TV. Thank you, Mad TV.
I
I
don't
love
even-
my Stone Cold Steve Austin, but we had Gilbert. We had to have Stone Cold.
To this day, I still want to know if the bit with Bret Hart was legit.
What?
The Mad TV skit with Bret Hart.
Oh, yeah.
When he damn near broke that girl's arm and she ripped her wig off and everything got real serious.
Real quick.
Yeah. And I'm just I'm sitting there and I'm going,
oh,
I'm like, this could be either way.
Speaking of ripping a girl's arm off and people getting let go from the WWE, Rick Swann, the black guy from 205, the one that always came out dancing and stuff,
Sure.
got let go and fired by WWE because they have a no tolerance policy on beating your wife. Well, sorry to say it, Jerry the King Lawler's been accused of that several times, and she just says, no, it was my fault. And he's still there. So, Rick, you might want to talk to your wife and get her to say it was her fault.
I feel like wife beating is probably the smallest thing Jerry Lawler could be accused of. That guy.
Puppies!
There's the big deal going on right now with the celebrities and all the rape scandals and sexual molestation.
Uncle Pat, you need to run.
Uncle Patty.
Uncle Patty, you need to get your fanny out the fucking door at this point. Hollywood's gone to shit, so Vince's reign is coming up too. Dear God, I know somebody traded sexual favors in that company for something.
Somebody. It's coming.
It
better be coming.
Then you got Marty Jannetty, and we won't go into that subject just for Nitro's ears. And
said before, and I'll say it again, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I mean, come on now. Vince and Stephanie had their skit where they were about to fuck each other. Back in the Attitude Era. Come on now. Where they were sexually attracted to each other, and so Vince made incest okay in the WWE apparently.
Vince was doing it a long time before George R.R. Martin was. George Martin, you fucking mark.
Okay, so to finish up Monday Night Raw, you had Seth Rollins versus Sheamus. Decent match, B. You had
Right.
Samoa Joe versus Dean Ambrose. Decent match, B. You had Cesaro versus Roman Reigns. Decent match, B. Then you had Kane versus Braun Strowman to determine who the number one contender was
Well,
for the Universal Championship.
I would like to point out really quick before we touch on that. Since Joe has come back from that surgery, I feel like he's been able to move around better.
He has.
He doesn't seem to get winded as much as as quickly as he was there for a minute.
My big issue is still him using the bar now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
It's made him into a bitch character.
I mean, not near as bad as Seth Rollins with the cruiserweights,
Oh, no.
but
Or Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers.
you know what I think they should do? They need to get Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury back in the ring for one more match. They can be in a tag team match. Those two.
Yeah.
And they can both go up against Sheamus and Jeff Hardy, the two men that retired them. I'd watch it.
I'd watch it.
I'd tape it and watch it over and over and over again. Oh, stipulation? It's a TLC match.
SmackDown, it's just been a lot of back and forth with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Randy Orton and
Yeah.
AJ and Jinder Mahal and same shit, different day.
But the thing with Joe and the bar, I think that what they're trying to do is bring relevancy back to the bar with Joe.
Why? Let them die.
Oh, no, I agree. I completely agree. But I think that this might be their last-ditch effort. And
Because everybody's tired of fucking seeing them?
if this is their last-ditch effort and, like, they're not going to do anything with them if this doesn't go over, I think that's fine. You know, if this is the last try, great. But I don't know, like, to an extent, I feel like it is bringing Joe down. But then again, I feel like Joe, with all due respect to Joe, I feel like is nearing the end of his prime. So I don't think Joe has a problem trying to put guys over.
Here's my thing. Joe's not any older than AJ Styles or Roman Reigns.
Well, they're like in their late 30s, aren't they? I think Roman's like in his early 30s, if not late 20s.
Give me a second.
But I'm pretty sure Styles and Joe are both late 30s. I'm gonna guess Styles at 36 and Joe at 37. Maybe vice versa. Neither one of them are older
Samoa
than
Joe is
38.
38.
Okay, 38. Styles is
Let me see. If he's in the AJ Styles.
Oz.
You're right. AJ Styles is 40.
Oh shit.
No shit.
Oh, man.
Born June 2nd, 1977.
Wow.
That's why I said these guys that they have in here that are their top guys that they brought in from TNA and everything. Yes, I love watching them. I love them in TNA. But they're on their way out the fucking door, too.
I mean, that's why I feel like they signed with WWE, though. Like, that's the one place they hadn't gone. And that's where they wanted to go out. Which, that's fine.
I mean, because Roman Reigns is 32.
Wonder how old Dean is. I guess Dean at 32. 31, 32.
No, I think he's somewhere in there. Well, of course, they don't give his right off the rip. It's a fucking mystery, apparently. He is 32. And I think Seth Rollins is around the same age, too. $31.
He's the baby.
He's the baby. He's still wet behind the ears.
It's because he keeps spraying down before he comes to the ring. All those doofuses just showering down before they come to the ring, wanting people to think they're sweating. I've been beefing up backstage before my match.
Yeah, but they've been oiling up and spraying themselves down with water for years.
Who was the one tag team that came out around the same time as Deuce and Domino?
And wow, why did I just remember that?
Wow!
Like that was
Deuce
a
and
shitty,
Domino,
shitty tag
wow.
team. Really shitty idea. They didn't work terrible together. It was just.
Are you talking
like,
about the French?
No.
Team La France?
No, that La Resistance.
La Resistance.
But fucking La Resistance. God damn it, those guys were terrible.
Oh, we've seen so many bad tag teams.
But no, I mean these guys were a bad tag team. These guys came down to the ring in suspenders, like sparkly pants and like bow ties, and they were both carrying bottles of baby oil, and they were oiling up their already heavily glistening abs on the way down to the ring.
Oh my god, I know who you're talking about, but I
Yeah.
can't think of their name.
Like the first time they showed up, I was just like, who lost a fucking bet? Like, who is getting hazed right now? Who did you guys piss off? And how did you do it?
What would that have been? 2005,
5, 6?
Yeah.
Maybe 2007.
There's Charlie Haas and Rico.
They actually, they actually were pretty decent together. That was when Rico was sexually harassing the Dudley Boys.
Yes.
I'll never forget Bubba Ray like getting up on all fours, and Rico had both his hands on his hips, and Bubba just crawled away as fast as he could over to the turnbuckle and just looked him dead in the eye. What the hell is wrong with you? And Rico's just doing this pirouette.
It's terrible.
Oh God.
Because Kane and the Big Show were tag teaming around that time.
Would have been before that.
The world's greatest tag team.
I hate when they come out with
Heath
names
Slater
like that.
and Justin Gabriel. This is back in 2005. Show Miz. Which was Big Show and The Miz.
You sure this is 2005?
Mm-hmm.
The Miz was not in there in 2005.
Yes, he was.
There is no way
Yes,
he
he
was in there in
was.
2005.
Where's fucking Oz when we need her?
I know, right?
No, he wasn't. So, I don't know. Or,
Anyway, just WWE Tag Team, baby oil, bow ties.
no, he came in short. Yeah, he did. Because he was in OVW and came in 2006. The Miz defeated ECW, So he came in he was part of OVW still when doing the main event shows in 2005, and then 2006. At the end of 2006, he switched over to the Beat and the ECW brand.
He still just should have...
Stayed with the Road Rules.
No, I was going to say he should have stayed with the MTV show.
Oh, the Real World?
Yeah. He could be on the New Jersey Shore show.
They're using the same old cast.
I think it's a lot of new people.
From what I know, Snooki posted on her Twitter page, "We're back, bitches!"
Why are we even discussing this slime on this show? I mean, we are not a high-class, high-society show by any means whatsoever. I don't ever want to have anybody on this show wearing a suit. You know?
Just for that, I'm going to pull out my suit.
Don't do that. Like, we are not professional here. We are not politically correct.
If I was professional, I wouldn't do this.
Why are you wearing that sweater underneath that t-shirt?
Fuck you.
You're not my type, but I appreciate the sentiment.
You know you want to.
Anyway.
I'll show you loving like your girlfriend never could.
I'm trying not to do a whole lot of editing, so I'm not going to come up with a rebuttal for that one. There are many to be said, but as I was saying, we are not a PC show. But we are of a higher class than Jersey Shore. You remember when Triple H broke into Randy Orton's house with a sledgehammer and started destroying everything and beating the shit out of everybody?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that to the Jersey Shore house. But I'm going to need, like, somebody to distract the police.
Wait, hold on. As long as you leave Paulie
Oh, no.
and Vinny alone,
Nope.
I'm good.
Paulie's getting the blowtorch.
No, Situation.
No.
Beat the shit out of him and Ronnie all you want
I
to.
got plans for Situation and Ronnie. No. Paulie's getting the blowtorch treatment.
It's pretty sad that you know their names too, motherfucker.
It was a big thing.
It was.
I worked at a bar called Karma, so I had to hear about it all the time.
Don't let him lie. He secretly watched it in the dark in his bedroom.
But no, Paulie gets the blowtorch because I really hate that tattoo on his ribs. It's not even a Cadillac car. He has the word Cadillac tattooed on his ribs. I'm like, nope. We're going to give you a Sons of Anarchy treatment, my friend. Anyway, wrestling. It's a lot of editing. But, anyway.
So, on to Clash of Champions?
Yes. So, Clash of Champions is this Sunday?
Yes.
Word.
Hmm?
Word.
Word?
Word.
Word. Well, it's this Sunday.
Tell us what we got, Wolf. I know we have such an exceptionally exciting pay-per-view to look forward to. Why, oh why, would the WWE ever feed us shit to watch?
There's one match that I agree with that needed to fucking happen. And I've been saying it, and it's on numerous of our podcasts. Is Mojo Riley.
My Mojo.
Versus Zack Ryder. Because Mojo finally beat the dog shit out of Zack Ryder and ended the Hype Bros. Thank you.
Why is Zack Ryder still there? Why? I mean, he's not completely untalented. He's got oodles more talent than James Ellsworth. Why did we not get to see James Ellsworth and Zack Ryder? Loser has to leave the company. I'll tell you who the winner is of that match. The fans. That's who.
Right. But
why did we not get to see that match?
I do agree with this match because Mojo does need to break out on his own. Mojo needs to actually get out there. He's too good of a wrestler to be tied down to Zack. Sorry, Zack. You're an internet sensation. That's all you'll ever fucking be. You were a pompous fucking joke when you walked in, and you're a pompous fucking joke walking out.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
Alright, the next. I don't even want to say this fucking match. Is the Bludgeon Brothers versus Breezango.
That's his name?
No, that would be Tyler Breeze and oh,
Somebody who's named Zongo.
you know who it is. He danced Fandango. That's their tag team, Breezango.
Go the fuck away. We already know what Eric Rowan and
Fashion. Luke Harper.
Luke Harper are capable of. We don't need to start them off at the bottom of the barrel again.
We already did with a no-name tag team and then these guys there. And your next one, probably going to be your highlight match of the fucking night, to be honest, which I mean is pretty shitty, is the tag team championship match, and that's the Usos, who are the champions right now, versus, let's just be honest, the new team American Alpha, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, the New Day, and Rusev and Aiden English. It's a fatal 4-way. That will probably be your highlight match. If not that one, then the other one will be the next match, which is your United States Championship match. Baron Corbin, who is the United States Champion, versus Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, yowie, yowie, yowie. Ouch.
You want to hear the next match?
Oh.
This one's so much fun. They had to lighten it up because we've seen it a million fucking times from NXT up.
Wunderbar.
Is the Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair, who's the champion, versus Natalya. And it's a lumberjack match. Ooh.
Lumberjack or Lumberjill?
Lumberjill. They call it a lumberjack still.
I remember when they called it Lumberjill.
Me too. These are supposed to be your big matches. AJ Styles, who's the WWE champion, fighting against Jinder Mahal for the WWE championship.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wait, when did he get it back?
No, AJ has the championship.
What?
He got it back at the last pay-per-view.
No, I mean Jinder.
Jinder doesn't have a champion.
Oh, okay, so... Okay.
Jinder's fighting...
Him for the title.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a title match. And this one, I'm calling it the job match, is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Loser leaves the brand.
No. If Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn lose, they leave the WWE company in general. And there's 2 special guest referees during this match.
Which
Shane
is so fucking
McMahon
stupid.
and Daniel Bryan. Shane McMahon was supposed to be the special guest referee to stack the odds, basically against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and Daniel Bryan wants it to be called down the middle, so he interjected himself as the second special guest referee. Gay.
Bogus.
So here's how this is going to go. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to lose.
Probably.
Because they're going to go to OVW.
I thought they were going to go to Ring of Honor.
Or Ring of Honor, I'm sorry. AJ's going to retain the title.
Probably.
Charlotte's going to retain the title.
Probably.
I don't give a fuck about the United States Championship. I think they need to leave it on Baron Corbin, and Bobby Roode needs to go for either the WWE or something else.
Agreed.
Dolph Ziggler could fight for the United States title against Baron Corbin, and I'd be okay with it.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm going to say Baron Corbin retains the title. If not, it's going to Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode's probably going to take it.
Probably. I think the Usos will wind up losing the championships. I hate saying that because I'd rather see them keep it to Rusev and Aiden English because they're the ones getting the push. I'm going to say the Bludgeon Brothers literally bludgeon Breezango to death, hopefully.
Hopefully.
And Mojo will beat Zack Ryder.
My mojo. Mike Myers definitely needs to be the special guest host of Raw one of these nights. As Austin
And
Powers.
have Mojo Riley come, my mojo!
Well, I've lost my mojo. There it is!
Well, who could he call fat bastard? Joe's not on that show.
See, if they wouldn't have fired, what was his name? Shit. Hey.
Somebody call my mama.
Yes.
Oh my God, Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay. If they wouldn't have fired Brodus Clay, that could have been his shining moment. That's for Boston. And Goldust could be Goldmember,
Right.
and Kurt Angle could be Dr.
And Hornswoggle, Mini-Me.
Don't bring Hornswoggle back.
Just bring him back for that once get shave his head.
Dude, everything I've seen of him, like interviews, I mean, I've obviously never met the guy, so I can't say one way or another, but I mean, like, he really comes off like a piece of shit. Like, I mean, he just seems like a real asshole
Right.
in all the interviews I see him in.
So that is your Clash of Champions, which, hey, last pay-per-view would have worked better for this fucking pay-per-view, you jackasses. Because you had champion versus champion, champion versus champion, champion versus champion. Holy shit. Clash of Champions!
There's not a single champion versus champion match. No. And that was the whole purpose of this interview.
Yes.
This is where your creative team is a bunch of brain dead.
If you're gonna rip
chimps.
off WWE, which you've been, or
WCW.
WCW, you've been doing it for
Long time.
a long time now. At least do it right.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Joke.
Yeah, other than that, I really don't have much to say about the WWE. Then they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
As usual.
as usual.
Yeah. On a really exciting note, though, if you hadn't seen, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho is now a part of the Ring of Honor roster, and he is. Him and Kenny Omega have been beating the shit out of each other a lot lately, and I also want to point out the sheer arrogance of Chris Jericho using his own band's song as his intro music, which I mean really isn't that big of a deal, I guess, considering how many guys in WWE come out to songs that they themselves sing, like Shawn Michaels, John Cena, lots of guys.
Kurt Angle came out to his "I Don't Suck, I Don't Suck." I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that.
But anyway, when I heard the Judas music, I was just like, give me a fucking break. But no, Chris looks
You
good
mean
though.
Fonzie?
Huh?
Chris Jericho's band is Fonzie.
Fozzy.
Fozzy.
Yeah.
Why'd you say Judas?
That was the name of the song.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good tune. Don't get me wrong. It's a great tune. But I'm just like... I bet you wear your own band's t-shirts when you're on stage too, you cocky prick. But anyway, that's kind of a big deal for Y2J to jump ship like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, considering all the controversy right now with WWE and Ring of Honor, like that is kind of a big deal.
Well, I will break into this. I'm going to say there's a lot more people that need to jump ship. But
Yeah.
the problem is, the ones that need to jump ship aren't going to. It's going to be your older wrestlers that are on their way out.
Yeah.
That will jump ship over to help these younger guys in Ring of Honor, because Ring of Honor is still considered an indie.
Quote unquote.
New Japan is considered Japan Pro Wrestling. Ring of Honor is considered an indie because, well, you're not world televised.
I mean, they're televised throughout the U.S., aren't they?
No.
I mean, I remember watching them on TV in New York.
They're only in certain states. You can't watch it here in Ohio.
That's fucking dumb.
You want to know what's fucking dumb? Ohio Valley Wrestling. You can't watch in Ohio, and it's not even in Ohio. It was based in Ohio originally, but if I look it up here, I will tell you where it actually is. OVW. Ohio Valley Wrestling, Wikipedia. Look at that. American independent professional wrestling promotion based in Louisville, Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah. Wanna know what's even sadder? It's not even televised all through Kentucky. Well,
What kind of a backwards ass promotion is this?
it's been around for fucking years.
Wow. Well, I predict a lot more guys are going to start jumping ship to Ring of Honor, but like you said, not the guys that should, unfortunately. No. I mean, that's really sad.
It is.
But, because, I mean, I would love to see a lot of the younger guys that are really getting hot, that, you know, to go.
Like Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Adam Cole.
So is that all the matches for...
Yep, that's it. That's your whole fucking match card.
Wow. You know, I did read an article the other day that said that Brock Lesnar is going to be quitting WWE to go to Hollywood because of his pristine acting abilities.
His pristine acting abilities amounts to his pristine football run in the NFL. Not worth a fuck. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. And it's going to set him off, and I'm sure, so just bear with me. Brock Lesnar's acting career will go about as good as CM Punk's first UFC fight.
I can't even be mad.
Because CM Punk. And the sad part is, Punk, Phil, love you, but you had a live Facebook that you were doing, and you were talking, yeah, I'm confident, I'm going to win this Saturday, I'm going to beat him this Saturday. I don't know who my opponent is, but I'm going to beat them. Why didn't you? And people even asked you why you didn't fight in the sorry, bronchitis, people. And amateurs, because that's what you were when it came to the UFC. And you said, why, when they want to pay me to fight in the UFC? So you made yourself sound like a pompous chump ass that was nothing but for the money. Then you kept telling everybody that you were going to win. You didn't care who your opponent was. You're going to win. That's not confidence when you walk out and literally get the dog shit knocked out of you. 2 minutes and 26 seconds into the first round, and you were done.
I mean, I think the UFC is rigged. Personally, I think it's rigged.
He got his ass whooped.
Well, and I'm not saying he didn't, but
if they were gonna rig it, they would have made him win.
And I mean, I just think that some of it's rigged. I don't think the whole thing is. You know, I think lot of the.
I think it's rigged like boxing.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I'll say on that. But I mean, like, I have no problem admitting that Punk's first UFC match was bullshit. It was. You know, I mean,
you should have went down and fought amateurs.
Well, I mean, that for one. 2, money isn't everything. 3.
But my thing is to come out and say that to your fans that were live on Facebook. Why would I go fight amateurs when they're wanting to pay me to fight the big time?
Well, and the other problem was, like, dude, how many people deserved that shot more than him? You know?
Oh, yeah.
So many dudes. And, I mean, that's, again, not a shot against Punk. It's just fair. I'm sorry. It's fair.
Sorry. It was a different story when Brock Lesnar walked into UFC.
Yeah. I mean, he got his ass kicked in his first match by a dude who was like half his size. But
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Not his first match.
Dude, when he first came into UFC, real, like, big leagues UFC match, Frank Mir beat his ass. Anyway. Well, we got a shitty pay-per-view to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
And probably many shitty pay-per-views to follow.
Here. Just watch NXT. It's way better.
Agreed.
Just being honest. You could keep all the talent you have right now on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and I could give two flying fucks. I'd rather watch NXT.
Yeah. Well, anything to add other than, well, fuck.
Shit, damn, what the hell?
All the other swear words
Right.
that the FCC likes. By the
Piss.
way, given current events right now, right here, FCC, fuck you. You're all a bunch of terrorists. Fuck you.
And I think we can wrap this up. I want to thank you guys for watching another one of our podcasts, and subscribe, tell your friends. Once
And
again,
they'll tell two friends, and they'll tell two friends, and so on, and so on.
and maybe if you all get us up high enough, WWE will start listening and pull their creative teams' heads out their asses and actually get a real creative team.
Or they'll hire a team to start randomly reporting all of our videos and have us taken down. Good news is, I've got all the videos on a backup drive. So we will always be here. We are the cockroaches under your toilet, Vince McMahon. We will always be here. Always.
Alrighty, once again, my name's Tyler Wolf,
And I'm Nitro.
and this was
Call it like it is. Deuces, silly gooses.